that make the clothes out of the high.
Yeah, but
That's
they go
amazing
to work,
that you speak
clock in,
Cantonese.
and then bring out a fucking little Chinese person from the lunchbox, and they get to work.
Stop making. Oh, okay. In the full-length article, it says Chinese financiers have reported asking movie industry executives to stop making terrible movies that bomb at the box office.
That's the one.
God damn, that's...
It's like even the Chinese are getting pissed off, and they're happy with everyone.
The trick is to make movies that aren't terrible. Professor Puffinbottoms explained. Yes, to some extent, there are risks to any production, but for Christ's sake, use some common sense. Nobody...
Is that a fucking Onion article?
No one was clamoring for a Baywatch movie. No, that's...
I like the Baywatch movie.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
nobody in fucking
I'm
Asia.
sure it was
We're not making
entertaining.
movies for the Chinese.
But no one was asking for it.
The movie was... No, the movie was fucking terrible. But it was funny, and it had Dwayne The Rock Johnson, which makes it good. Like, there's certain things about it. There's certain things about every movie that make it good, but I can't picture the Emoji Movie having anything about it that's okay. Not even Patrick Stewart can save it.
That's saying something. Like, I want to know who put that on the table with a table that was just... that said to everybody that agreed, and it was just like, this is a good idea. We should
There's a bunch of 50-year-old men who don't know what kids like.
Yes, but it passed a board of executives that are required to make good decisions.
What happened was they were looking at fucking the IP they owned, and they were like, "Oh, Baywatch, fucking let's do that."
Uh-huh.
It doesn't sound like a bad idea.
That's
People
right,
used to love Baywatch.
It's why Sony Pictures is losing millions. It's the only reason they sold Spider-Man back to Marvel. It's because Spider-Man was the only thing that brought in any fucking money. Every other movie Sony Pictures makes is terrible.
I don't think, like, that's certainly true. Like, they were in the loss this year, but it's just because all their movies came out at the end of the fiscal year, or their quarter.
Think?
And so they haven't got any, like, revenue back on those yet because it started in, like, this quarter is starting out fantastic because they're profiting off their last quarter shit that took a dump. So if I loaned you $20, and then at the end of the week I was like, oh, I'm out $20, but next week you're gonna pay me $30. And the next week I look at it and be like, oh man, this week's so much better than last week because I made $30. Like,
see, this is why you should work for Sony. You make better fucking decisions. You know shit that they don't. You would make an Emoji Movie.
They're not making terrible movies. I think the
They
Emoji
are.
Movie actually made money.
It did make money.
Yeah.
But it was awful.
Were you actually gone for the past, like, few minutes, Devil?
Yeah.
It made $64 million worldwide.
And it's opening weekend.
Yes.
It's like
Was it
it's
number one?
all young autistic kids who have nothing better to do.
I don't know. That I find that insulting to your brother.
Nah, because he wanted to see it.
Nate saw it.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
If
no, that
anything,
just
I'm
proves
right.
that his friend is autistic, at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Nate's idea. I'm pretty sure
No, they
it was
flipped a
his
coin,
idea.
and then his friend was like, "We're gonna go see it."
See, I don't believe that because before he left to go see that movie, he changed the story. Because he said just before he left, "Yeah, I'm gonna go see the Emoji Movie now."
That fucking cuck.
Fucking remember he did. I remember he did. We were all here for it.
So Nate's autistic.
But if you look at it, like, current box office, The Dark Tower, #1, that's a Sony film. The Emoji Movie's #3, that's Sony. Spider-Man, Sony.
Yeah, but Dark Tower's not gonna get a sequel because it didn't make as much money as they hoped.
My friend explained that whole thing to me because he's actually read the book series, and he said that the movie was supposed to be in, like, an alternate universe, which makes no fucking sense, because if you're gonna make a movie based off a book series, maybe keep it in the same world?
Well, if they keep making movies based off like book titles, I think they have they have an earner on their hands. Because I mean, are Sony doing Ready Player One? I'm pretty sure they are.
I know
that's just
Steven
gonna make the
Spielberg's doing that, and I don't know who
Oh
he
yeah,
belongs to.
Excited for that. I fucking love Steven Spielberg. He makes the greatest kids movies.
Like, we just don't have
He
anything
really does.
original anymore. Like, Ready Player One will actually be original because it's based off one single book. But
But
like,
Ready Player One in itself is nothing but references.
oh,
Yeah,
good
I know, but
point.
it's references to good shit. Like, in that trailer alone, man, I got so fucking nostalgic for everything that happened. Like, I will see that day one. I had the Iron Giant. It's fucking Iron Giant in the fucking trailer. It's so good. I had Freddy Krueger.
Like,
It's
the
great.
last movie I saw that's been clearly done 1,000 times is the last Triple X movie. But that's because I knew I was going for, and I knew it was going to happen, and I went for a
Oh yeah,
strictly action movie.
that's an action flick, and it just happens. It's just every action movie follows the same sort of plot. It's like
Yeah.
you know what you're going in
Do
for.
some
I don't go to an
outrageous
action
thing
movie.
to save America, because
It's like I don't
America.
watch Fast and the Furious to see a great story. I watch it to see a bunch of friends hanging out, pounding some fucking beers, and driving fast cars.
Right? It's like, we're making a movie because we think it's funny. Like,
It's like
I'll
they
see
tried
that.
to do the serious thing. They tried to do the serious thing with Fast and Furious. Like, fucking the first, I think it was the first 4 movies, and they realized, wait, this doesn't work. We need to switch this up. This is just, you got to focus on the characters and the fact that this movie's going to be fun rather than gritty and shit.
I wanted
And now
it
they're really good.
I wish we wouldn't put a fucking
You want it to
love
be
scene
gritty?
into every movie.
Do you want a gritty Fast and Furious movie?
Yeah, I like the first one the best.
Oh no, the first one's fucking fantastic, but the second one was garbage, so was the third one and the fourth. The third
I haven't
one,
watched it since.
no, the third one tried to reboot the series by putting a fucking Chinese man as the lead actor, and it didn't work. So they brought back Paul Walker and Vin Diesel.
That's because you have to watch
So-
those first few movies like an action movie, and then they're not so bad. If you try to watch them for like a serious storyteller, then yeah, they're fucking bullshit.
So I tell you, the thing I love about the first one is it's like they tried to make Paul Walker the star, and then gradually, throughout the movies, it became Vin Diesel. He fucking carries those movies. I love that dude.
I don't know.
I
I think
really
Paul
love-
Walker's gonna make a real big comeback in the next one.
Yo, yeah, he's a rise from the grave.
What? It's not like his fucking career hit a wall.
And let me remind you that in Star Wars Rogue One, there was 2 actors that were dead in that. They were just 3D people.
I really like that though, man. Oh fuck, Rogue One was really good.
It was weird because
wonder how
like
much-
no, Rogue One was shit. I'm sorry.
No,
I
no,
saw,
no. Rogue One was great. It wasn't as good as the what you call it? Not Return of the Jedi. What the fuck's the new one with Rey? And the
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
Rogue
about.
One was way better than Episode 9.
I
or
saw
whatever.
it the
No,
other,
it wasn't.
like a couple weeks
It
ago,
was.
and Rogue One is so badly written. I could not stop criticizing it while I was watching it with my friend.
I don't agree with that. I love Rogue One. I think it's great. I think it's nostalgic. I think it's really dark and gritty.
No, there's too many parts where it's just like, why the fuck did you choose that line when there's a billion better ones? There's at least 10 parts in the movie that do that.
I don't know, dude. I
Most
really
of the
fucking enjoyed
characters
Rogue One.
are completely dead to me. Like,
Yeah,
I don't.
they all died in the end.
Well, yeah, there's
They
just
did
no
all die.
attachment to like any character beyond the robot. The rest of them,
Yeah, but
I
that's
couldn't
the
care if
same
they
with-
died.
What's the same with every movie? It's like I wasn't with the first Star Wars movie. I wasn't attached to fucking any of them until I saw the second one.
No, because
Oh, shit.
Chewbacca was cool, Darth Vader
Alright,
was cool.
Also, we're not gonna get into the conversation of how well written those Star Wars characters are. Those movies fucking suck in character
No, I don't
development.
even. Not even the characters. I think
pacing
Rogue
is
One was
terrible.
just, as a movie, was written badly. I know most of
just-
the characters sucked.
Ah, I
think it was
I like Rogue
probably-
One. I don't think it tops.
It's still an
Episode
entertaining
7.
movie, and I'd definitely watch it again. But it's very badly written.
I think it beats out every Star Wars movie except for.
There's too many things
One or
that just
two.
don't connect. And all of a sudden they like have newer, like, okay, for one, they had new stormtroopers, like a whole new style of them. It's like, wait, so you have this whole new squad that dies in the next movie?
That was
was
that
made-
one dude's whole like crew though. That was his personal squadron.
Yeah, but it's
So of course you wouldn't see them in the other movies. It's all that one guy's shit. They all
but they
died
were
on that
more
planet.
advanced than any of the others.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Stormtroopers are never going to be a big selling point to any movie. I mean, fucking useless. They're just there as like filler.
Also, how the fuck
They
do you
just did
send
the pack the
holograms
screen.
across space, but when you're like, where is this person? You can't just call them on the fucking cell phone?
Because you're in the middle of
There
a
are no
war
cell
zone.
towers in space.
They send messages across galaxies.
That's different. That's completely different. That's completely
And that
different.
is the
I
best
just-
answer I keep coming with. It's like, oh, it just makes sense. Like, I hate everything.
Well, that's all in Star Wars.
Yes,
Star
none of
Wars
Star Wars
is
makes sense. I'm just saying, fucking Death Star, why didn't it just send a million ships crashing into it? You know, like fucking, when Rebel Alliance just send all the fucking ships into the thing and destroy it. Have it be done with. Why can't they kill Darth Vader? He has fucking wind powers.
When
Fuck
will they
that guy.
figure out that a Death Star is not working because they've done it 3 times,
Yeah, they have.
and yet they're just
See?
like, oh, just
So-
build it again. Like, no. Try again.
Star Wars is tough. You watch it because
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's completely dumb. But it's
That's
really
why I laugh
fucking
when
cool.
people are like, oh, I love Star Wars. And it's like, no, they're entertaining movies to watch. I'll give it that much.
Yeah, no, they're still a fantastic movie to watch, right? I wouldn't say it's necessarily good sci-fi. None of the shit in it is explained, and when they try to explain it, they come up with fucking midichlorians. And I got really angry. I got
I don't know.
really
I'm
angry.
okay with that part because it spawned a great episode in Shin-Chan where they made fun of it so fucking heavily.
You like that because some Japanese weeb saw Star Wars and said this would make a great episode of my fucking shittily drawn show. I love Shin-Chan.
Dude, Shin-Chan's
Damn
the
it.
shit.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, Star Wars isn't good sci-fi. If you want good sci-fi, listen to Star Trek, because sci-fi is supposed to be fucking boring. It's supposed to explain every little detail, and it's supposed to be long and drawn out. Star Wars doesn't do any of that. It's an action. It's an
It's
action
lasted,
movie.
what, over, like, lasted, what, like 40 years? It's pretty drawn out.
Star Trek? That's like
Oh, Star
it's
Trek.
like 50 years. Star Wars came out in the. Yeah, I think it is 40 years. It's nearly 50 years old. I think it came out in the 70s.
Now, if we're talking Star
Either way.
Trek, my knowledge is, like, basically none because I don't know anything about Star Trek.
Oh no, Star Trek's good. It's just boring as shit. And you have to, if you're gonna ever watch it, you need to like watch like 3 episodes at once to get into it, and then you're like hooked. But if you just watch 1 episode, you're like, this is garbage. I don't know what the fuck. I'd watch the whole thing.
I know enough about it to know that Leonard Nimoy was awesome.
Oh, Leonard Nimoy's fucking great, but he was the only selling point about it. I didn't like William Shatner. I thought he was a bit of an asshole.
Well, I think everyone knows that part.
William Shatner's a national treasure.
Yeah, but
Talk
he's
about
a known
it.
asshole.
He's a dick. He's a dick. He fucking, the fans made him who he was. Is the only reason he's known now. Star Trek had like 4 seasons and like 60 episodes, right? The only reason he's known is because the fans got so fucking obsessed with him, and he blows them all off. He charges for autographs, like $60 a fucking autograph.
What?
He won't take pictures with them. I know, it's ridiculous. Leonard Nimoy didn't do any of that shit. He'd
Because
always
he's
stop
probably
for a
like,
photograph.
oh, what's that? You need like 1.5 seconds of my time to sign a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's why in the new Star Trek movies they asked Leonard Nimoy back and they didn't ask William Shatner. Because everyone loves Leonard Nimoy. He's the national treasure.
Well,
I actually
James
didn't think
Deckard.
about the fact that no one asked him back.
it'd be hard to
It did-
ask back, the leading actor. That'd have to be like a big plot point. Like the old Captain Kirk. You can't just like drop him in a movie as like a little.
I'm
Also,
pretty sure
I'm
he's
sure
going to be
he's
in the
fat
next
now.
one. Oh yeah, he definitely is.
And Leonard Nimoy, like,
I saw,
never changed his
he's
weight.
dead.
Well,
No,
yeah.
he didn't. He's great.
He lost a lot of weight.
Well, yeah, towards the
Lost
end,
the whole
Devil, he's
person.
fucking dead. Christ. Now, if you want to watch Star Trek, just watch the new movies. Watch the new movies and watch First Contact. Those are the only fucking.
You know, I actually heard
Those are
this
the
got
best
great reviews.
ones. Oh yeah, the new movies are fucking fantastic. They're really good. It has Simon Pegg. I fucking love Simon Pegg.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was why I was actually tempted to see them. Because I love Simon
Simon Pegg steals those movies in every scene he's in.
Simon Pegg
great.
steals every movie.
I love him. I love him to death. Fucking the Cornetto trilogy.
Behind bars.
What do you mean?
I'm not
Thief.
in it for the glory.
He's not a thief.
Yeah.
Why? Because he
What are
steals
you talking about?
movies?
All the movies.
Sweet.
Ah, you piece of shit. I'm not mentally capable.
We know that.
Fuck, god damn it.
There's a Fallout tabletop game coming in the fall.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
something else for you to not play, Devil.
I know, right?
Yeah, buy it. I'll fucking play it. I'll play it. Fucking, I'll fly over and fucking play it.
Yeah, but Devil, didn't you buy the Dark Souls game? Tabletop?
Yeah.
How many times have you played that?
9.
Yeah, I thought it'd be
Yeah,
one
but
by
it's
now.
like, you like owning shit, don't you? It's like, fucking, I own like 3 Monopoly boards. I don't play Monopoly because I fucking hate the game.
You know who would buy it from you?
I know you would, and I'm not going to offer. In fact, I never mention Monopoly around him ever again. Because I know what you'll say, and I'll say no.
And then he'll get
There's
sad.
only so many times I can uninstall that game from my fucking system.
You know, I wish there was like somewhere on the PlayStation a setting to see how many times you've installed and uninstalled a game.
Oh, at least 5
Monopoly
times.
would be like #1 for all of us.
Oh my god. It's just, I don't think I've ever finished a game with you guys. I definitely haven't, because it's,
won a game.
it's hell.
Yeah, you did win. The game.
No, dude, I know I won a game by fucking default because
Attack commences.
Shit, he's right.
See you later.
the game.
Everyone left.
See, I stayed there out of stubbornness.
No,
Same
it was
with Risk.
when you and T-Money, and T-Money gave you all the shit and quit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Because he
default.
lost. So I didn't technically win. That wasn't a full game. A full game, you're there for 3 days, fucking planning shit out like Donald Trump, buying every hotel you can.
See, at least
And
in a
it's
video
also
game,
really difficult.
eventually you'll see that you've made progress. In Monopoly,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm still here. I don't know what I've done.
Mucho mejor.
See, this is the thing, I don't like games with no endpoint. I like a definitive end. That's why I
Just
don't
sits
like
on the fucking coffee table, and you're like, why is this here? And then your parents are like, why is this still out? Because we still have to finish. Oh god.
I
They
used to
don't
play
want to
Monopoly every week. Every week with the family, we'd sit down and we'd play Monopoly. We'd make fucking cups of coffee. We'd sit there for a good 4 hours. Right, we'd cash it together. We'd order some food in. We'd sit down and play Monopoly. And it always ended the same way. My sister would get really pissed off and fucking angry because she lost. Start using the waterworks.
There is
My
no
brother Ryan-
happiness in that game.
No, there isn't. My brother
either-
Ryan would get so fucking angry that he'd quit the game like T-Money. And it'd just
yeah.
be me and my mother sat there out of stubbornness.
Because you're either pissed off that you lost, or pissed off that you're still fucking playing and haven't won yet.
It's
It's like,
oh, fuck it. I'm pissed off when I win. There's no amount of satisfaction you
yeah,
get
because
from
you're like,
winning
man, I
Monopoly.
just spent the past 3 months of my life playing this game.
Yeah, I'd rather sit down and play Cluedo. I like fucking Cluedo. Cluedo's good. Find out who killed someone. That's great.
You know what I like?
Right.
Guess who?
Commence attack.
Oh, guess who's great? It's so simple. Game's fucking 3 minutes long. Is he
Yeah.
wearing a hat? No. Does he have a red nose? No. Oh, well, it's Jeffrey from down the street. Fucking well done. Clap, clap.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
games like that.
Or you just like
should
use a
make
trick question like,
Overwatch.
does he have red
should-
hair? Yes,
Well,
you already know it's a man.
Overwatch, guess who?
I
Is that what
don't
you're
know if
thinking?
that would work. I mean, it might.
It'd
I
be
think-
too
I think-
easy.
No, I think
Do they fly? Yes. Is it a female? Yes. Sarah? Yes.
Ah, no, because technically Mercy flies.
She floats.
Nah, but you couldn't use that. She has wings. She has wings.
Initiating.
But they're not used for flying.
Ugh.
More of a
Maybe
parachute.
not in this game.
Fuck. Very certain board games I like. I like Snakes and Ladders. That's good. It's simple.
I like Connect 4.
Connect Four is great.
I love checkers.
Tic-tac-toe, chess. It's good shit.
I like
Othello.
board
I
game.
like Othello, but it's frustrating.
I think I'd like D&D,
True enemy of humanity.
but
I would
it
too.
overwhelmed me a bit.
Just want to fucking get
Newbie.
into it.
You and me were having a moment there of sharing interests, and then you just fucking had to like kick me off the ledge with that D&D.
No, but sure. Doesn't it interest you, like creating your own character and then going into like a fucking world of imagination and doing whatever the hell you want to do?
The Pokemon
I mean,
one
that's
kind
great.
of interests me.
See, you can do whatever. Yeah, you can do anything in D&D. In fact, it doesn't have to be fantasy. It can be sci-fi. It can be fucking anything. You don't have to follow the game guide. If you have a decent DM, you can sit down and you can create a world for you.
I want to do a
See-
Fallout one.
Oh my god, fucking love a Fallout one. I'd love a fucking zombie survival one. But it's just, there's so much shit you have to do to start it up. Like, you have to roll your characters. That shit takes like 5 hours.
I'd
You
rather
have to
just
learn
take
the
some
rules.
ecstasy and roll.
You know what Fallout New Vegas is my favorite Fallout.
You can do anything in it, right?
He plays a delivery man.
Oh my fucking god, Devil, you brought it back. You brought it back to 3 months ago. You ruined Team Money. You fucking ruined him that night.
I'm missing
I
something.
did.
It's
Like 3
fucking
hours.
me, Devil, and Team Money. You were out. I think you were at school or something, right? And you just fucking sat down talking about D&D. It's like, so what characters did you have? You know, and we're just fucking about, just making jokes. And it's like, okay, I want to be a guy where you can rip off a mask and be anyone.
Oh, you know
Always
what? I
refers
think
back
I
to
may
Jimmy
have been here
Neutron.
for that.
And Devil was like, okay, Team Money, listen, I want to be a time traveler. I want to be specifically a time traveler whose job is an Amazon delivery man. And his special power is he has a box that he can take anything from, as long as it's from Amazon Prime.
And it's randomized.
It's randomized. So if he's in battle and he wants to use Fireball, he fucking says Fireball, reaches into the magical Amazon box, and he pulls out like a fucking
That's
piano.
not
Stupid.
on Amazon Prime.
50 gallon thing of lube.
Oh my god.
Season 8 DVD of Friends. Fucking-
Devil, I have to tell you this. Fucking, as I was observing the other day, like at the clinic, this lady's asking questions about her dog and, you know, taking its temperature and like what to use and how to get it in. And the doctor's just like, you could just spit on it or, you know, put some KY on it. And I'm just thinking, those are both fantastic answers because one, spitting on it just sounds dirty. And I don't think this old lady owns KY jelly. Or knows what the fuck it is.
you gotta cool down the dog, cover it in cooking oil.
Basically what they
Like,
use in
she was
the
basically
hospital.
telling this lady how to do anal. And it's like, oh yeah, just spit on it
isn't
and
it like,
KY.
I'm pretty sure it's like Vaseline, right? It's like petroleum jelly.
It's for butt sex, but, you know.
Yeah, that shit's slippery. Vaseline, you put it on your skin if you get a boo-boo. It's like a little grace.
Yeah. Totally.
You got dry skin. You got a cold sore or something.
Yeah,
put
you got
Vaseline on
dry
it, it
skin,
freezes up
just
in a
lube
day.
yourself up.
And that's why your dick doesn't age. So it's fucking moisturized. The rest of your body's ass you shit and flaking off. But your dick's always moisturized.
Officer, I'm not a pedophile. My dick was also 13.
Jesus.
Damn it. Have you seen that episode of Catch a Predator where the fucking pedophile walks in, sits down, and he's like, he knows Chris Hansen and he asks for his autograph?
No.
What?
It's really fucking good. Have you seen that meme? Catch a Predator where the guy's wearing Nike shoes and out runs the fucking cops when they try to jump him.
What in the fuck?
It's an advertisement for Nike. He just fucking walks in, he's like, why don't you sit down? And he's like, nah, nigga, I'm out. He walks out the door, he's gonna get jumped by like 50 cops and he fucking outruns them all. It's really good.
Together, we are strong.
Nowadays they would just shoot him.
Oh, god damn it, I love that show. He's such a smug bastard.
They
He
should have never
knows he's
taken it off.
gone.
I thought it was fantastic because it showed the world that
Oh, it's
anyone's perfect.
no, it's really good, but I fucking hated Chris Hansen. He was the villain of that show.
I love
He was the
Chris
real
Hansen.
villain of that show. He wasn't the pedophiles. It was him.
It was great until he got caught.
What? He turned up to the house.
No.
Looked in the
Turned to
mirror.
house.
Do you know what you're doing here?
Why don't you take a seat? Why don't you take a seat right here?
He got caught cheating on his wife.
Oh, no
Oh,
way.
did he?
Yeah,
How old's his wife?
13. It's to catch a grave digger.
Oh, fuck. See, I reckon they should change it. They should bring it back, but they should have like fucking Ashton Kutcher being the guy who says when you sit down. I love that
Oh.
too.
I feel like he would have just insult them. Like, no, weirdo. Sit the fuck down.
No, I want it to be kind of like punked. That's it. That's what you say. I want it to be like punked.
Oh, you ready to
so
party,
he's like-
man? You've been punked.
Yeah.
You're actually going to jail.
Yeah. I want the guy to walk in, right, and I've got like a fucking kid already set up in the bedroom. He's like, just fucking play along. This is gonna be great. And just as he falls deep within the kid, he comes out of the closet and says, "Punked." It's great. I'm gonna fucking pitch it to MTV.
I'm gonna take it one further. You, he falls deep in the kid, and the kid turns around to face him because they're doing it doggy. And it's Ashton Kutcher.
And he rips off a mask. God damn it. Oh. Fucking Jesus Christ. It's the best idea we've ever come up with. I'm gonna put it right down there with Crash Bandicoot and the Three Shimada Brothers.
The show's gonna be called Spunk.
Like he's halfway through doing the child, like, just, I don't know, some kind of sexual act, and then all of a sudden halfway through, Ashton Kutcher pulls off a wig. He's like, "You've been punked, butt fucker."
God damn it. God. It's spunked. You fucking good. It's really good. Fucking hell. I think I might have a heart attack. I think it's around about that time. I forgot
That is where we started, yes.
to say I want to make something new. Make some new shit.